Fans are calling out Nelly for not stepping up as Ashanti juggles responsibilities for their newborn son. Reports claim Nelly made it clear he wouldn't leave St. Louis for New York, leaving Ashanti to face motherhood largely on her own. On social media, supporters are praising Ashanti's strength while questioning Nelly's commitment. The debate is heating up. Is the distance an excuse, or is Nelly falling short as a partner? Stay tuned for more updates on Viral as we talked about this developing story right here, right now. Welcome to this edition of Viral. I'm your host as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you can join us here on Viral. We talk about Nelly and Ashanti as their Peacock show raises questions about their relationship and what's going to move forward with their future is. We'll get to in a minute, but first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Viral here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. Here on Viral, we talk about Nelly and Ashanti. Nelly and Ashanti just brought out a new reality show. You know, Nelly has a history of being on reality shows, but Ashanti, this is her first one. Now, the couple's been under fire after Nelly not supporting Ashanti, not helping her out when it comes to their newfound kid that Ashanti is pregnant with. Now, it sparked rumors and questions about the relationship, the red flags and stuff about Ashanti missing red flags with Nelly now spinning around the block. Well, Nelly and Ashanti may have to revisit that. Let's look back on what's going on with Nelly and Ashanti right here, right now, that many fans are going nuts about. Take a look. Nelly is under fire as fans accuse him not supporting Ashanti with their newborn son. Reports say Nelly told Ashanti upfront that he wasn't leaving St. Louis for New York, a decision that left many question his role as a partner and a father. Since their baby arrival, Ashanti has been handling much of the responsibility alone. Meanwhile, fans on social media are praising her strength, but calling out Nelly for what they see as a lack of effort. Some defend Nelly and saying distance doesn't define commitment, but others argue that actions speak louder than words. And right now, they're not seeing enough for him. What's really going on behind the scenes and how this will impact their relationship moving forward? Stay tuned as we follow this developing story. The fans are going nuts about calling out Nelly about he's not helping Ashanti out. I think Nelly looking at it as being the experienced parent that he doesn't want to take on that task. He already had 4 kids, 2 kids on his own, and then 2 helping raise his sister who passed away a couple of years ago. Now Nelly getting that newfound success that, hey, I'm famous, but I ain't got to do all that. And there's issues about everything, including location. Why Nelly performed for the president and trying to use that as a brand thing to cover up his image. So there's a lot going on. Nelly and Ashanti got a lot of relationship issues they should have kinked out before they got married. But that's how marriages are. You can get into it, and then you work the problems a little bit later on down the road. Let's hear what you people had to say. You people had a lot to say about Nelly and Ashanti's relationship going wrong. Let's take a look at what you people had to say right here, right now.
You did too much, right? I mean, you already did too much, but now you're doing 3 much. For those of you who don't know, Nelly and Ashanti came out with a reality show, and Nelly is currently catching heat because he decided to perform for Trump when Trump was inaugurated. And he's upset with the world because everyone's calling him a sellout and saying that he's dead wrong for doing that, which he is. And so he decided to take his anger out on Auntie Vice President Kamala Harris. He took to the internet to slam her about marrying a white man and raising white children, while him and Snoop Dogg, even though they performed for Trump's inauguration, they married beautiful black women and procreated with those beautiful black women. And let's not forget how long it took Nelly to find his way back to Ashanti, have a baby with her, and then marry her. and that he was arrested right after she had her baby for riding around with some stuff in the car. Okay. Furthermore, I don't know why you coming for Auntie Kamala, because she ain't said nothing about you. Take it up with the people who are calling you a coon. Like me. He also bragged about all the things that him and Snoop Dogg have done for the black community. But my thing is, who cares? Because y'all perform for someone who has continued to demonize the black community and not want to support us in any way. That man is running the country. So all the things that you've done for black people are comparatively small to someone who has that level of power in office and has been divisive, especially when it comes to black people. I wish y'all would just say y'all would do anything for $1 and move on.
Rap Nelly and Ashanti and stuff. We need to mind our business. First of all, we ain't got no business being in them rich people business. Second of all, Ashanti knew what she was getting into. She knew better than the rest of us. Now, I am going to say this on his behalf. While y'all run around here, oh, he said he not going to change the baby pampers. He said he not going to feed the baby, blah, 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 blah. As a black woman, I've heard a man say that 50, 11 times. And my turn daddy was present. Listen, unless you got a mythological creature as a baby daddy or a husband, most men, especially black men that I know of anyway, do not want to deal with those children until they get a certain age, talking age, where they're able to move around, because most of them are very afraid of them as newborns. They don't want to feed them. They don't want to bathe them. If they can help it, they don't want to change them because they be scared of those kids. I get it. I understand that. And as a mother, I did not mind, because I was like, give me my baby. I'll do it myself. Now, that man did say that he'll give her all the nannies that she wants. Did your baby daddy say that? Because a whole lot of y'all is them same mamas that was riding around them Nissan Altimas with that haircut. Y'all know the haircut I'm talking about. That was backing it in at them Pop Warner games, sleeping with the coaches to get your baby more playing time. But here you is, got an opinion on rich people. Mind y'all goddamn business.
Man about on the internet. First off, y'all gotta mind y'all motherfucking business, gang. Like, y'all niggas in too fucking deep. Y'all in too fucking deep. It's just crazy because, like, they were just the perfect couple 3-4 days ago. They was the goddamn perfect couple. Nelly, you was the best guy ever. Ashanti, you was the best woman ever. Y'all deserve each other. They meant to be. I'm so happy for them. They so cute together. Girl, he put a ring on it. All this shit. My nigga made one comment now. They the worst motherfucking couple ever. Ashanti, why the fuck did you go back? That's why you weren't supposed to spin the block. That's why you all this other shit. Shut up. Shut up. First off, gang, it's a TV show. He got to make it funny. He got to make it bigger than what it is. Y'all think he really walking past that baby, not helping her out a little bit? Y'all think he walking past the baby, not helping her a little bit? Y'all think he's not picking up that baby, helping her at all? Are you goddamn kidding me? Come on, gang. Second off, bro, I don't know what type of fathers y'all had, but 80% fathers are not hands-on when the baby just born. Facts. Most women have the baby 90% of the time when the baby just get born. Everybody knows it's not a dad duty. Facts. Facts. My mama even tells me this, gang. My mama, we had to talk about this on the phone. My mama don't see no wrong. And this, y'all gotta think, this is Ashanti's first baby. Y'all, do y'all see how strict she is with the baby? She dead there finna miss shows because this motherfucker baby. She don't even want, bro, she dead there finna, man, she finna miss money because she wanna stay with the baby, gang. So, like, come on, gang. Like, as much as she pouting a little bit, gang, she want to be around that baby. Y'all making it seem like she stressed out, she mad, she this and that, gang. Stop it, nigga. They been together for 2.5 years, gang. They good. They good. Second off, bro, they rich. That's why you grind for, nigga, they got nannies, bro. First off, like, no matter what, it's not going to work either way because they both go on tour. They both still want to do their career. So no matter what, the nanny get paid regardless, nigga. Like, y'all acting like Ashanti don't want to do her career. Y'all seen the whole episode that she been want to do her fucking career. They got to pay the nanny. So regardless, nigga, the nanny having the kid any motherfucking way. So at the end of the day, I just don't get the problem, though, gang. Like, gang, most fathers are not having that kid all the time. All the time, gang. Nelly is he's a goofball. He clowned the whole TV series, bro. Y'all could have been watching the TV series if y'all really think, he joked all day. He joked all day. Like, it's no way y'all really just think, like, come on, gang. I ain't never seen Ashanti this happy in my motherfucking life in the last 10 years, nigga. He doing something right. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? She 40-something years old. She got a kid, but she happy as hell, nigga. Hey, if it was so bad, she wouldn't be trying to get another baby, nigga. They working on baby number 2. Word on the street, she pregnant right now. And y'all worried about her with one kid and being a deadbeat husband. Man, they in that motherfucker getting busy, boy. They happy as hell. The fuck wrong with y'all niggas? Y'all be more mad than the people that's in a relationship. What the fuck? Like, ain't no motherfucking way. I'm really getting mad about this, cause like, man, boy, if you know, you know. But it's, hey, boy, ain't no couple better than these two niggas. But they ass supposed to been back together, gang. Y'all be praising these Jay-Z's and Beyonce's and shit. Y'all need to be praising these niggas. This what we grew up wanting to be like right here. These two niggas right here. I ain't grew up watching no goddamn want to be motherfucking the other little couples that be getting cheated on all the motherfucking time. They still with them to this day. You know what I'm saying? At least my baby Ashanti got the fuck up out of there. Shit, and she came back. My nigga Nelly ain't goddamn, boy, he ain't smiled this much in so long. We ain't never seen Nelly act this loyal. Fuck is y'all talking about? Like, this how I know y'all don't really know the real Nelly. Because if y'all know this is not the same Nelly. Y'all know this not the same Nelly from back then. Y'all know this not the same Nelly. Boy, y'all better tighten up, boy. Shit, my nigga, that ass in love. Boy, y'all nigga tweaking. You know, like, this gotta be the most childish shit I ever seen.
Being off for the last 3 nights. And so when I was off, I wound up watching the Nelly and the Ashanti show, We Belong Together. And so when I initially started watching the show, I'm thinking, okay, what type of drama are they going to manufacture for this show? And I have to say I was quite surprised because, and this is just my review of the show and just the things that stuck out to me in watching the show, because I watched all 8 of the episodes. And I have to say that the more Nelly talked, the worse he looked. The more Nelly talked, the more of a narcissist that he looked. Initially, the first time that he made a comment about the baby, about being jealous of the baby, I just kind of brushed it off. But he just kept saying it over and over and over again. And by the second time he said it, I wholeheartedly believe it, because I was just like, okay, you're used to being the center of attention. You're used to having all eyes on you. So now you have a whole nother life that is requiring your wife's attention, and you don't like that. That was a little weird to me. This is a full-grown man, and this is not your first child. This is child number 5. You should kind of be used to this by now. You should be used to them being the center of your wife's universe, especially with that being your wife's first child, which leads me to my other point. The fact that this man sat up there and said that he did not want to have anything to do with that baby until it could walk and talk, that says a lot. And that said a lot. And then notice that he also said that once the baby starts to walk and talk, he's going to take the baby with him. But up until then, he want nothing to do with the baby. It's not my place to say that Ashanti settled, because I don't know what her wants and her desires were. But to me, watching the show, it seemed to me like this woman wanted to have a family with someone that she loved, not somebody that she was necessarily compatible with. There's a big difference, because I doubt that they'll be coming back for a second season, because looking at Ashanti's body language and the way that she looked at him when he would be saying certain things, it's not looking like they're gonna last. And another thing that stuck out to me was when he decided to go perform for Trump. And the way that it looked on the show, it didn't look like he gave Ashanti's opinion any type of consideration before he decided to go perform for Trump. And for him to sit up there in front of this woman and think that it was not going to have a backlash on her was completely BS. Those are just my opinions. I'm just a respiratory therapist, but those are just my opinions on the Ashanti and Nelly show, We Belong Together.
Listening to all these people say that Ashanti needs to leave Nelly, her husband, because he said, I don't change diapers, or because he doesn't want to live in New York where her family is, lets me know why so many of you are single, and that so many people have never had a successful relationship because of foolish ideologies like these. Because see, a successful marriage is about give and take. It's about compromise. You're never going to get every single thing you want in a marriage. It just doesn't exist. But you can compromise and everybody can be happy. And the fact that people are saying a man saying he doesn't want to change diapers is a red flag, the fuck is wrong with y'all? I have never met a man who just says, oh, that is what I want to do. I want to change diapers. No. If they're in a situation where there's no one else around to do it, yes, they will. But that's not their first go-to want to do move. Just like a woman, I do not want to particularly change a tire. But if it is an emergency and there's just absolutely no one else that can do it, guess what? I can, but that's just not what I want to do. And the fact that so many people feel like a man saying he doesn't want to change a diaper is a deal breaker, it just proves why so many people are single. Y'all cannot be for real right now. And the people giving these suggestions have to be single people, because I don't know of a married couple that does not have certain things that each one does more of. And even if you believe in gender roles or not, there are just some things that a wife is going to do more of and a husband is going to do more of. I do more of the cooking because I am a better cook. So that's okay with me. I will do the cooking, but I don't take out trash. I don't wash cars. I don't fix cars. I don't cut grass. There's just certain things my husband does, and that's okay because that's what works for us. When my children were young, I changed diapers. I did that. All I'm saying is what works for you works for you. It is your marriage. It's about compromise. What is going to work for the both of you? What is going to make both of you happy? Even that living situation. Maybe they can live 50% in New York, 50% in St. Louis. Either way, there are going to be compromises if your marriage is going to last. There is no such thing as perfection. And like I said, hearing the comments people are saying, it just proves to me why so many people are single, why so many people cannot have a successful relationship. Because if that's all it takes for y'all to jump ship, is somebody saying they don't change a diaper or because of where they want to live permanently, baby, y'all should have never got married in the first place. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there are bigger fish to fry. I guarantee, be together for 15, 20 years and see what else is going to come. It's going to be far bigger than some fucking diapers or where you're gonna live. Look, if that's all it takes, y'all just don't even get married. Just don't. Leave those fucking people alone. Let them navigate their marriage the way that they feel necessary, and you go figure yourself out and find out why you're single. Good day.
Let a man play in your face twice. So I've been watching the Nelly and Ashanti show they have on Peacock, and woo-wee, I think it is a cute little show, but all I'm seeing is red flags, red flags, red flags, okay? First of all, this man says that he doesn't want to change his son's diapers, and then fixed his mouth to say, I'll give you the world, but I'm not changing no diapers. You know what he's saying? You know what he's really saying? Is that I will not be emotionally available to you. I will give you everything materialistic, but you will not have 100% of me. Now, I'm like Ashanti. I don't necessarily get into politics either. But if you're going to do something that you know is detrimental financially and detrimental to our marriage, and you still go along with it, that's a deal breaker. And then to make fun of her while she's breastfeeding, like at her most vulnerable moments. You know, Nelly is very childish. It seems as though he can only deal with her when he's embarrassing her and making fun of her. And that's what I've been noticing lately. Like, all he's been doing is just saying things to just embarrass her. And I know, we live in a world where all of that is cute and all of that is fun, but it's nothing funny about your partner belittling you, especially in your most vulnerable moment when you're breastfeeding to feed y'all's baby. You have to be very careful when you decide to go back to your exes. It's all cute and lovey-dovey and y'all rekindling, but he's going to reveal himself. He's going to reveal himself eventually. And he's going to remind you of why you left him in the first place. By that time, it's worse. Because now he knows that you will tolerate anything. It's going to be 10 times worse than before. And let me just tell y'all, he ain't sleep. He is not sleeping through that baby crying. He is under the covers with his eye poking out, wondering if she's going to get her ass up and go feed their baby. Ain't nobody sleep through all of that. Stop it. All I'm going to say is I hope they don't come with a season 2. Might be worse. Ashanti, girl, we love you. Don't let that man rain on you. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.
I don't think Nelly is wrong. Am I the only fucking person in America who's like kind of on Nelly's side with this whole Nelly and Ashanti show shit? Like, y'all being mad fucking weird and y'all being mad fucking unrealistic. Like, I personally believe Nelly and Ashanti are in love. I think they love each other, and I think they love each other a fucking lot. But there's certain things that he's not going for, and there's also certain things that she's not going for, and nobody talking about the things that she's not going for. Their middle ground is where they're going to live at, St. Louis or New York. Both of them have their reasons for not wanting to be in the other one's state. But the way that I'm looking at it, they're fucking married. And if your husband has to be over here to make his money, them dollars, them bands, that bag, we're going to be in St. Louis, hun. That's where we're going to be. We're going to be in fucking St. Louis. She wants to be in New York, not because she has a business there, her office is there. She wants to be in New York because she's from New York. She was raised in New York. Her mama, her daddy, her grandma is in New York. But y'all are fucking wealthy. Anytime you want to see your mom, fly her out. Which we know Ashanti mama ain't going nowhere. Wherever Ashanti at, that's where her mama gonna be at. So either way, you're gonna be good. And then she talking about, well, St. Louis don't got my spices. Order them. Have Nana send them to you. I feel like it's not a big deal. And then with the whole, they like, well, where is KK going to go to school or whatever? And Ashanti is like, well, if it was in New York, it would be great. That's her standing her ground as well. Nelly is also voicing his opinion. And he also said, before she had a baby, before they got married, he told her then, I'm not moving from St. Louis. Now, if Ashanti got it in her head, that's my mind. I'm going to put that thigh on him, and I'm going to do the Ashanti scoop, and he going to be like, oh, I'm going to New York. That's on her. He said he made it very fucking clear. And another thing, him talking about he not changing no motherfucking diapers, y'all are completely skipping over the part where that nigga said, I'm rich. Please get a nanny. If my husband told me that, I got 5 nannies. I got substitute nannies. I got backup nannies for when the backup substitute nannies can't back up and substitute. Please believe me. The only thing is, this is Ashanti's first child, so and it's great. She wants to be up in that baby ass, and that's fine. That's her kid. But again, your husband said he don't want to wake up in the middle of the night, change no diapers. To me, that's not a big deal. And y'all are making it seem like, see, we told you, girl, he don't love you, he don't like you, he won't even get up and change the baby diaper. Some of y'all kids have never even seen their fathers. So let's just, okay, like, we're talking about people who are in different tax brackets than us, and I feel like Nelly is valid. I don't want to be up with the fucking baby at night, and I have the expenses to not be up with the baby at night. That's just that. I don't think Nelly is wrong.
Imagine a man gets on top of you with teeth like the Cheshire Cat and 4.5, 5, if we want to be generous, inches of nerve pumping all up inside of you. And this is the second go round. The nigga played in your face the first time. And then he gives you a baby. And then on national TV, he tells you, listen, you holler at me about this kid when he can walk and when he can say he ready to go to the bathroom. And out of the two of you, I think this is maybe his 5th time raising a child. He is the more experienced parent. In his 50s. This ain't no young whippersnapper. It's an old nigga. Talking about he ain't changing no goddamn me. You're going to be changing his diapers. Huh? You're going to be changing his diapers. Did you hear what I said? And he ain't going to change the baby's diapers. First of all, niggas who get brush cuts and get they line on the side like that, I don't like it. That choice alone, I don't like how the discernment shows up. But imagine all that body on top of you, huffing and puffing and blowing your house down. And you want to talk about you ain't changing no diapers for your child, sir? You'll change Trump's diaper, nigga. I'm not pleased. I'm not watching that show. These are just the clips I've seen. But that's a nasty game. That's a nasty game. And then you let Ashanti get pregnant. We know how a woman's voice is affected by pregnancy. Ashanti can't lose no range. Let this be the last time you put a baby up inside her, sir. Her voice cannot be going down, baby, on the roller coaster. She don't. Mama has to keep what she has. And I love my sis. I just want to say that. Love her down. But bitch, that meme of that video of her singing Sweet Thing and her going in for that note, bitch, will forever leave me low. And that Tamar, she'll come in with a read when she was like, bitch, what note is Ashanti singing to where she has to look like that? Nelly, stop playing with my sister. Stop playing with my niece. You was not even all up in her guts. You were at the door of her guts, leaving your seed, and now you don't want to change diapers. Boy, fuck you.
Ashanti settled for Nelly. She settled for Nelly because there is absolutely no way that she, Nelly, her mama, or whoever else is going to sit there and convince me that sis is actually happy being with him, because you're not in a real marriage, or it seems like a real cohesive partnership where both of y'all are doing work in the relationship. In fact, he barely participates in the relationship. He already ran down the rules and explained to her that when she have that baby, I'm not up in the night, I'm not changing Pampers or anything. This is supposed to be your wife. This is her first child. You ain't new to this. She is. And you can't support your wife during postpartum. Make sure she's well rested and getting her rest, because the baby's already going to be attached to her. She's breastfeeding. And you can't get up to check on your child or to change diapers? You could tell that she was bothered in her response when she was like, I just think that's like kind of fucking, you could tell she probably wanted to cuss him out. I think that's kind of whack that you could just sit there and sleep through a crying child and not want to get up and get your own son. That's what she should have said. Nelly is a real piece of work. And it's like the audacity, because this girl settled for you. And I feel like in a way, it was because of what people were saying that made her say, well, I'm spinning the block. He's familiar. He's a familiar place. So I'm going to just land here, right? Because y'all was talking about her being in her 40s, living her best life and being child free. Like that was failures for her as a woman. Now it makes all the sense when her sister had put out that like cryptic message about how, I guess, you know, the pressures of societal norms and like trying to fit into society with a husband and a wife and that cryptic message her sister put out makes sense now, because now you get to see that this relationship is a mess, and I don't think they're going to make it. This is not going to be an everlasting marriage, because Nelly is about to run that girl into the ground. When I tell y'all, give it a year or two, and Ashanti is going to be looking haggard, because sis already look tired and depleted right now. Then the episode about the inauguration, and you get her mother sitting there talking about how her father was heavy in the civil rights movement and how he got back home to their town and was doing all this work. And it was like he just disregarded all that shit and said, fuck it, I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do it. And you could tell that Ashanti really didn't want to. And she was like, well, you know, it's different from being a girlfriend. I'm a wife now. And as a wife, I would have looked at my husband and said, you must be outside your motherfucking mind if you think you about to get up there and do that motherfucking racist ass inauguration. Bending to social norms and constructs such as needing to be married, needing to be validated by a man so badly is going to be the death of so many of us. Y'all know that challenge that was just recently going around. It's like every time I think about being in a relationship, I'm reminded of how I looked my last relationship. That's going to be Ashanti. That we are seeing the transformation, y'all. That's going to be, this man is going to Drain sis out of all her fucking energy. When we look at how Ashanti was prior to Nelly, badass baddie. T-body was T. Living her best life. Every birthday she said, I spent on an island. My birthdays, I was on an island every birthday. To now, barely making it. Barely being able to get up and get out of bed. Barely wanting to go and do a performance. Just looking tired and ran down. She is in a marriage all by herself. She's married. He isn't. Ashanti is married. Shanti is married. Nelly is not. She need to divorce that man. Ashanti, please, divorce that man while you can. Get out now.
I ain't got nothing for him.
Let's be real. And Ashanti should have ran from that baby daddy. Nelly was already a baby daddy. I warn y'all, child-free women do not need to date no baby daddy. They have a pattern of promiscuity. They have a pattern of dysfunction. They have a pattern of laziness. They have a pattern of just avoiding responsibilities. They just want to dim your lights. As a child-free woman, they see you glowing. They see you shining. They see you untouchable, and they want to contaminate you. Baby daddies are contaminated. They're going to get their germs on you. They're going to get their bacteria in you. And then they're going to put a baby in you.
Well, I ain't gonna even lie.
Nelly and Ashanti show, all episodes 1 through 8. And let me just say this. I got a few things. Number one, why would y'all spin the block and get back together knowing that one of the things that broke y'all up the first time was the distance? And if that distance issue is still an issue, why would you? And then y'all had you knew that neither of y'all wanted to move to the other state, and that was a problem the first time. Y'all know that neither of y'all want to move to the other state today, and that's still a problem. So why would y'all get... Then I was like, you know what? They just need a little problem for the show. This is a reality show. Every show has to have a problem. So him being the grumpy old man, I'm tired of this, baby. I don't get no attention. Daddy don't get no love. Nobody cares about that. I thought that was just like him feeding into the grumpy old man narrative because the show needs a problem. So he's creating a problem, but he means that. And I realized that he really meant that he was jealous of that baby, and he really meant that he wasn't gonna help with that baby in episode 7 when they sat down at the table. He said he wasn't changing them baby diapers, and it wasn't him saying that, it was her response to it when she said, I don't understand how you could sleep through the night when he's crying. How do you sleep through him crying? And she clearly was dead serious. And even when he tried to crack a joke, he was like, oh, y'all be up in the middle of the night, ha ha. She was like, how do you sleep through his cry? I said, that man got 5 kids. And he said he ain't changing no. After 5 kids, you ain't changing no. And then you got 5 kids, so you know what it's like to have to raise a baby. You know what it's like for a new mother, unless you wasn't present for none of your new mothers, right? But you should know after 5 children that this first time mother, her energy is going to be focused on this baby. She's going to be hyper focused on taking care of this baby. So you should check your own emotions. And not that he can't express jealousy, because listen, I'm a doula, full spectrum doula. One thing I do know is that we often do have to train mother and father on how to prioritize their relationship in postpartum, right? So I understand that he's jealous, but baby, check it. Check it. Check your emotions. Stop trying to guilt that woman into giving you some attention when you got 5 kids. You know how this goes. And then the last thing, when he got the offer to perform at the inauguration, he didn't even consider her. He didn't even consider her thoughts, her opinions, her feelings, or the effect it would have on her. When he got the offer, he came and said, hey, I got an offer, then went and took a call and walked to the back. She was talking to her mom about how she felt and how she would address her feelings to him. Baby, she ain't get no time to address them feelings, because he came back to the front and said, I hope you ain't talking about divorcing me, because I'm going to do it. It's decided. He made the decision without even consulting his wife about her thoughts and feelings. And then when she started getting backlash for it, he gonna say, oh, I didn't expect you to get backlash and for them to talk about KK, the baby. Well, what did you think was gonna happen?
What did you think was gonna happen? You didn't think they was gonna come for your wife and your baby when you do something like that? You can't act like you didn't know when we saw what happened to Chrisette Michelle and others who performed at the inauguration. You can't act like you wasn't expecting it because the blueprint has been laid out on how this goes and what that backlash looked like. The fact that he didn't even consider his wife when making that decision, I said, oh no. And then last thing, and then I'm done for real. Ashanti, don't you move to St. Louis. Don't you move to St. Louis to be up under that man family and be away from yours. Both of them have strong family units. That sister has expressed multiple times that she loves New York, loves New York, loves New York. He loves St. Louis. Neither of them want to move to the other state. Here's the solution. Both of y'all need to start fresh in a new state that both of y'all love. St. Louis is off the table. New York is off the table because both of y'all would be miserable in the other state. Find a new state that both of y'all love and go there and start fresh. Build your family there. That's the solution. Girl, don't you go over there and be up under his family because you're going to be miserable. But I am happy that they are happy. And if you like it, I love it, sis. And you got my support.
You people did not hold nothing back. You people said that Ashanti is just foolish for sticking around with Nelly. And Nelly just it's gonna be hot up in here. Well, I'd say this about Nelly. Nelly was being upfront about it, saying like, hey, I'm gonna perform for the president to get some money, build my brand, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Nelly didn't take account of listen to Ashanti and her mom about the civil rights, and they didn't. You can tell Ashanti and her mom did not support Nelly on that because they don't like Donald Trump's stance and stuff. And Nelly, he doesn't like Trump's stance, but he's performing because he wants to bring in the income, which is understandable. But at the same time, people look at him different, trying to side him, and then he's using that to rebrand his image, bring Ashanti along and stuff. But then that's the issue with location. Nelly doesn't want to move from St. Louis to New York. His businesses are in St. Louis, which that's understandable. Shanti the same way. She feels like her business is in New York and she wants to stay in New York. So the common median ground is Atlanta. So I mean, Atlanta would be kind of like the option to locate stuff. And a lot of stuff Nelly doing things what men do. They complain and then they eventually do it. So a lot of issues that's kind of like hovering around their relationship. A lot of people saying that on Nelly and Ashanti and stuff like that. So who knows? But we'll have to wait and see. I know Nelly and Ashanti looking forward to who knows, dude. It might be they one and done reality show. Who knows? But thank you all for watching this edition of Vow. I've been your host, KJ Dick, saying so long. Thanks for watching. Vow.